Dear students, I will be explaining today about the collection, conservation and identification of the herbal medicinal plants. In this topic, I will be explaining about what is the collection of the herbal medicinal plants, how they can preserve, how they can be propagated. Under conservation of the herbal medicinal plants, I will be explaining about what are the various uses of the herbal medicinal plants, how they can be conserved in the both in the laboratory and both in the case of the wildlife. And similarly, identification of the herbal medicine is very important. Most of the crude drugs are coming away without any proper identification. So, sometimes if the identification is wrong, the whole prescription of the drug is wrong. So, that is why I have taken the three topics under herbal medicine. First one is the how to collect it, second one is the conservation and identification of the herbal medicinal plants. Let us see the slides. What is the uses of medicinal plants? Nearly 80% of the world population uses herbal medicines. Two of the largest users of the medicinal plants are mainly the two countries, China and India. Traditional Chinese medicine uses nearly 5,000 plants, and whereas India uses the more number of plants, that is 7,000 plants. Chinese doctors uses nearly 7 lakhs tons of plant material for curing the various diseases, whereas the India is using 4,60,000 doctors are trained away in the traditional medicines, whereas in China the 2,50,000 doctors are trained in the traditional medicine. So, thus the herbal medicines importance is very there, and not only now, it was herbal medicine is being used since many years, right from the ancient days the herbal medicines are being used away. Now, we can see the figures away to 7 lakh tons of the herbal medicines are used in our country away for the benefit, and where there are 4 and 4.5 lakhs doctors are trained away for using the herbal medicinal plants. Generally, plants are the most sources of the herbal medicines. You all know plants are giving to us oxygen and they are giving water, they are preserving the environmental system, everything. And ancient man has been dependent on the plants away for the sake of shelter, for the sake of his firewood, for the sake of his medicines. Almost all the aspects he was depending upon the plants. So, that is why the ancient man mainly using the plant products as foodstuffs, number 1. Number 2, flavoring agents and species, mostly spices and condiments are used from the plant species, perfumes and cosmetics. Then finally, the pharmaceuticals and biological agents, that is what we are discussing about today's topic. Medicinal plants are available not only in India, but also the all other parts of the world. For example, in Mexico there are 3,500 species are available. In China there are 5,000 species are available, whereas in India 7,000 species of the herbal medicinal plants are available. Other South Asian countries where there are 1800 to 2000 species of the plants are available, which are being used as a herbal medicines. These plants are used as a herbal medicine either in the form of directly in the form of the plant product, or it may be in the form of herbal drugs. But if you see the present scenario, the herbal drugs are used by the various pharmaceutical industries, not only in the locally, but many even the multinational companies, they are using these herbal medicines in the form of products, which are using for their curing the diseases of the many aspects. So, thus the herbal drugs are involved in various aspects like medicinal needs, then R&D costs, doing the R&D research and development, then shareholder for the export and import of the herbal medicines, drug policy by the government, then about the market and competition, then globalization, revolution in science, that is biotechnology. After coming away the herbal medicines, the usage has been increased drastically. Similarly, many companies they are investing and ventures of the alliances. You can see in the slide away various factors are involved in the herbal medicines. Next slide we will be discussing about the what are the various systems of the herbal medicines we are using. You know some of the systems which are very commonly used away in the herbal medicines. For example, you can tell Ayurveda. Number 2, Siddha medicine. We also listen about the Unani medicine. We also listen about naturopathy, then homeopathy. These are the ancient herbal medicines components, used medicines away, which are commonly available for the sake of the human beings. Ayurveda, you know, is a very ancient one, then Siddha, which is using the elements and other components. Unani, again dried parts and fresh parts are used away in the Unani. Then naturopathy, natural elements, natural minerals like soil and other elements are used. Homeopathy, the fine extracts of the herbal medicine is used as a homeopathy. These are the various traditional medicines are available. Besides, now we are also having in the slide, the left side of the slide you can see allopathic medicine, the modern medicine we call it as a. The modern medicine, allopathic medicine is consisting normally tablets, syrups and injections. So, this is a modern medicine which is also a product, base product is a natural product. Now, for example, aloe vera is there. Aloe vera is also a plant product, but now the same product of the aloe vera can be used in homeopathy, Ayurveda, Unani and also in the allopathic treatment. Similarly, the menthol is a pudina, what we call it as a normal plant, that is also being used as a menthol product in the allopathic as well in the traditional medicines. So, these are the various systems are available in our the herb medicinal systems away like Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, naturopathy and homeopathy. What are the uses of medicinal plants? They are normally used in the phytopharmaceuticals, that is a pharmaceutical companies they are using for manufacturing drugs. Then industrial pharmaceuticals, large scale production, then local medicines like traditional medicines, then herbal teas nowadays we are frequently listening about the herbal teas, then about the intermediate drug development. So, it is one of the component for the drug development also used away the herbal medicines. And besides this, new drugs are coming away for treating like cancer, cardiac and neurology aspects also. Always the research is going on the herbal medicine to find out a solution for a long term diseases and a lifelong diseases like diabetes, then cancer and other diseases. The total system in the world level controlling the medicine is the World Health Organization, and it says that 80% of the people in developing countries are depending upon the traditional medicine. Then 85% of the traditional medicines are involved the use of plant extracts. So, this was said by the World Health Organization. Further also says that the National Cancer Institute NCI in the United States has tested nearly 35,000 species of higher plant for anti-cancer activity. So, now there is a lot of research is going on in the USA for the anti-cancer activity. So far they have tested 35,000 species away for developing an anti-cancer drug. So, you know away the significance, the importance of the herbal drugs away not only in India, but also in the developing nations like USA, China and other countries. Now, let us see some of the basics under the collection of the herbal medicines. What is a medicine? Medicine can be defined as any substance used in treating the disease or illness, and that is called medicament or remedy. So, any substance that is used for curing a disease is called as a medicine. It may be a plant product or it may be element or some other product, but once when you are using this as a medicine, this should be usually for the curing or treatment of the disease. Medicinal can be defined pertaining to having properties of the medicine. Medicinal means property, like we said herbal medicinal plants. So, any plant which is having the medicinal properties is called it as a medicinal. Then what is the prehistory? It is a in the what is the ancient history of the herbal medicine? The fossils means the remnants of the left impressions of the Paleolithic period. The fossil record date of human use of the plants as a medicine dates back is depending upon the middle Paleolithic age. Right from the Paleolithic age, that is a rocky area, that is a rocky stone age, that is called Paleolithic age, nearly 60,000 years back also the herbal medicine was frequently used away. Similarly, I told you World Health Organization says that 65% of world population incorporates plants as a source of therapeutic agents. The other higher plants, nearly there are 2 lakhs to the 5 lakhs plants are available on the earth, but we are using only 6% are screened for biological activity and 15% are evaluated for phytochemically. That means, still more than 70% of the available plants are yet to be discovered about their property, about their medicinal uses. In case of the development of the medicinal plants in a commercial way, what are the advantages? World trade in plant medicine nearly in billions of dollars. It's a huge market is going on the herbal medicines, billions of dollars has been spending and investing the money for the sake of the herbal medicines. China exports nearly $2 billion in the name of plant drugs. It is a $2 billion by the China. Germany imports around $100 million for the plant drugs, and Germany also imports at least 1560 plant species, and most of them are wild species and only 50 to 100 of them are cultivated. So, you can imagine a way what is the level of the commercial of the product of the commerce of the product in the medicinal use, where there is a billions of dollars has been invested for marketing the herbal drugs. More than 7,000 compounds produced pharmaceutical industry. So, we know the compounds are present on the leaves, stem and roots. So, these components are isolated and they can be used for a plant medicine, so that they have the direct effect impact on the disease. So, like this 7,000 compounds has been extracted from the herbal medicines, and most of the herbal drugs include heart treatment drugs, laxatives, anti-cancer agents, hormones, contraceptives, diuretics, antibiotics, decongestants, analgesics, aesthetics, ulcer treatment and antiparalytic compounds. So, all these diseases are being treated away with the help of the herbal medicines. So, as I was mentioning you, there are different types of systems of the herbal medicines are available. So, normally nowadays we are calling as a Ayush, 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 AYUSH. So, it is called as a Ayush, AYUSH. A indicates for allopathy, AY indicates for Ayurveda, U for Unani, S for Siddha, H for homeopathy. So, combining all the systems we are calling as a Ayush. So, it is a combination of all these systems of allopathy, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha and homeopathic systems. So, whenever an Ayush products are coming away, they are the combination of all these things. Again, in pharmaceutical industry also lot of important work is going on what type of plants the research is going on in the pharmaceutical industry we will see. For example, Reserpine, a compound is extracted from Rauwolfia serpentina. It is used mostly for lowering the blood pressure and a tranquillator. Tranquillators means breathing problem. So, Rauwolfia serpentina, which is commonly called as a Sarpagandhi, is used for lowering the blood pressures and also for the tranquilizer for breathing problem. Similarly, tropical legumes like Mucuna deringiana is a velvet bean, it is called velvet bean. It is also used for the Parkinson disease. Then ephedrine is a Chinese shrub which is also Ephedra sinica it is used. Then we are also having some other products like picrotoxin from Anomeria cocculus is a tropical climbing plant used as a nervous system stimulant. Wild yam YAM, it is called Dioscorea villosa, mostly used treatment for the dysmenorrhal, and then that is a painful menstruation problems it is used away, and also headache associated with the menopause. So, these are the various medicinal plants are used away with this. There are some more example I can give you for your interest. Foxglove it is called, Digitalis purpurea the scientific name it is called. It regulates the heartbeat of the people with the heart elements. Digitalis purpurea is commonly known as foxglove. It is used mainly for the heartbeat controlling. Then there is another plant cinchona. Cinchona is having 4 species, Cinchona officinalis. In this plant you all know very well, this is very commonly used plant in the general traditional medicine. It is called quinine. Quinine is extracted from this bark of the plant and it is used for the treatment of malaria. Ancient days and till yesterday years, the cinchona was very frequently used for curing the disease like malaria. As I was explaining you, Catharanthus roseus is having 2 compounds called vinblastine and vincristine, which is used for the child cancer, mostly that is called child leukemia. So, that is a very highly useful plants entire in the world. Similarly, Himalayan yew, just now I was telling Taxus vallecina, it is also used for the treating several forms of the cancer. Then weeping willow, it is commonly called it as a salix species. It is used for the mostly curing the preparation of the drug called aspirin. Aspirin is a very popular medicine. So, it is used from the weeping yellow. It is a salix or the specularis. These 2 plant species are used for that purpose. Under the collection of the herbal medicinal plants, usually you have plant kingdom is having various families. Usually they are having, you know, some of the families like Asteraceae and Apiaceae. Under these families all genera or species are present away. So, if you see away the 2 lakhs to 5 lakh the flowering plants are present in these families away, the largest family which is having the herbal medicine is the Asteraceae. It is earlier called as a composite, now we are calling as a Asteraceae. So, which is consisting of large number of herbal medicinal plants curing for the various diseases away, and nearly 419 genus are present, genera, which are used for the herbal medicine, and each genera is again divided into n number of species. So, like this way 419 genera are present in the Asteraceae, whereas in the case of the Apiaceae family only 118 species are genera and species are available for curing the various herbal medicine. Let us see which parts are mostly used in the herbal medicines. You know, plant parts are used for the herbal medicines, but which parts are mostly used of the commonly used away for the herbal medicines? Roots are mostly used for curing the various diseases or preparing the herbal medicines. Nearly 29% of the species are used only the roots. Then next important part is the whole plant. Whole plant is also having 16%. 16% is whole plant, they are used as a drug preparation of herbal medicine. Then bark 14%, wood is 3%, only wood is 3%, stem alone is only 6%, seeds are having the nearly 15%, then fruits are 10%, flowers very less 5%, then leaves are only 6% away. So, of all the plant parts, if you see, the majority of the plants roots are becoming very highly medicinal use part when compared with the total whole plant. Let us also see in plants you will see herbs, shrubs and trees, that is very commonly known to you, herbs, shrubs, trees. Now, which are again having the most importantly used for herbal medicine? If you see this, the pie graph of the distribution of medicinal plants of the habitats, trees is consisting of 33%. Trees are mostly used for the medicinal parts, Then next comes to the herbs 32%, slightly they are lesser 32%. Then about the shrubs are 20% and climbers are 12% and others are 3%. So, among this graph most of the trees and herbs are used for the herbal medicine, then shrubs are less and climbers are only 12%. Coming to the ancient days to the now, many of the herbal medicinal plants are becoming endangered, they are disintegrating away. So, in this level what is happening is the number of species are diminishing. The earlier we are having so many genetic diversity, but now those species are being lost away. Local extinctions, they are because of the high market value, many of the species are being cut off away and there are not steps taken away for the further growth of the plants. So, the estimate shows that nearly 4,000 to 10,000 medicinal species are becoming endangered. That means they are becoming threat. We cannot find those medicinal plants in any one of the forests. So, suppose if we want to become an herbal medicinal expert, what should be you should have? So, any person to have a herbal medicinal expert, first of all he should have accurate nomenclature, naming of the plants, how to identify plant, that we are discussing on the third plant, how to identify the plant. So, one should have thorough knowledge of nomenclature. Second one is the field identification talent. Whenever he goes to the forest or the gardens, he should be in a position to identify which is Cinchona officinalis and which is a Rauwolfia serpentina, then only he can properly use the medicine for curing the disease. Then he also know the geography of the herbal plants which are available, like which is the area locality they are mostly available particular plant species. Further, they should also have knowledge and history of maximum yield of active biochemical medicinal principles. What are the components or what are the compounds present in the herbal medicine should also known away, then only he can become expert. So, to become a herbal expert, what should have? He should know the nomenclature, he should know how to identify the plant, he should know where the plant is commonly available, and last one is he should know what is the chemical compound present in the plant, then only he can able to become an expert in prescribing the herbal drugs. So, this is about the collection of the herbal medicinal plants. Thank you.